Hey guys, it's Justine, and today, wait, that's not how we do our intro.
Well,
Hey guys, it's Justine.
And I'm Jenna.
Welcome to the Same Brain Podcast. Today we're coming to you not live from Sony Condo in Santa Barbara.
Should we mute the other two mics until we have guests?
Nah.
Welcome to Santa Barbara!
So we're here. You're there.
We're all here.
It was Jenna's birthday this week. We also have crumble cookies. And the reason that we got these is because they had a pumpkin loaf this week, and it was by far the most incredible taste that I've ever tasted.
It was so good. Like, look, there's a lot of, either you love it, you hate it, you have your opinions about crumble cookie, but this was the best thing I've ever had outside of crumble.
Absolutely just phenomenal. So
Remarkable.
phenomenal that they all sold out. And we were going to have a party for Jenna and celebrate her and eat crumble cookies. But instead, we still got the cookies. We're going to celebrate Jenna, and we're going to bring some friends on to chat with us.
There's a long line of who wants to be on the podcast.
Oh my God, I love
I think
this.
it's just because we have cookies.
I think so too.
But so we're here. So should we do a little? If they're not familiar with what the Sony Condo Trip is, it's an event put on by Sony where I believe there's over 400 creators, and it's basically all about cameras and photography, community, bringing people together. They also announced a new lens, which I'm sure we'll probably talk about.
We will.
But it's just a really cool event. This is our 5th one, and it's just the best time ever. But
It's so much fun.
while we have our friends here, let's
Okay.
bring them on. Should we do 2 at a time?
Yeah, we'll do 2 at a time. Who wants to be on the podcast?
Two
look,
first guests.
2 first guests. Come on up.
Come on
Come
over.
on up.
Well, we're all yeah. Take your pick.
Here's a microphone for you.
Very official here. If
Yeah.
you're wondering why, if you're watching this on video and only one person has a headphone on, which is Justine, we had a lot of troubleshooting.
Yeah, I'm going to turn this down just a tad, I think.
Oh, now we're
Yeah.
troubleshooting live.
It's cool.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, everybody.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
So, as we sit down, just please introduce yourself and your channel and what kind of content you make.
My name is Gerald.
That's what I was honestly gonna do that bit.
Oh, no.
And I have a channel called Gerald Undone
Okay.
where I eat food and, tell how I feel about them.
And I am iPhonedo, and my channel mostly is about sleep content, whether that's like mattresses, robes, slippers, the type of hat. You remember those hats that like Scrooge wore?
No. Oh, for like a sleep hat?
Yeah, sleep hat.
Okay.
I have a lot of those on my channel.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Speaking of hats, I keep getting an ad
Nice segue.
for an infrared hat that like helps your hair growth.
Wait, I need that. All of my hair's falling out.
Yeah, it looks great.
Would have been a great birthday gift.
We need a hashtag sponsor.
Please, my hair is falling out rapidly. I think it's my iron deficiency.
Anyway, are you guys having a good condo? Do you want a cookie?
They're only here for the cookies, Jess. Let's just
right.
get to the point, okay? We'll give you a box over there.
I'm not gonna eat a whole box of cookies.
No,
That's
you're
okay.
not. These are minis.
Is this a challenge?
Have you had crumble before?
I had crumble twice before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you had crumble before?
I don't think so.
Because you don't live here.
I don't live here. No.
All
I'm gonna
right.
get a nice little shot of them. So we have s'mores, and there's berries and cream, and then a peanut butter snickerdoodle. No, just peanut butter blossom, and then that's an iced oatmeal.
That was my nickname in prison.
Really?
Dude,
No.
same.
I feel like
Twinsies.
I could see you in prison.
I don't know how I feel about that.
So I heard that you don't get excited about things, so that's why I was like, okay, yeah,
You didn't hear that. You were sitting right beside me when I said it.
So
I heard it.
Okay, that's
I literally heard it in my ears.
Technically, yeah.
It's true.
Anyway, you wouldn't get these in prison. To take your pick.
Well, that's the reason why I never went to jail.
That's good.
Because of the cookies, right?
So
Yeah.
much
prison and jail are
Yeah.
two different
It's true,
things.
yeah. Jail's like the county one before you get to go to prison, right?
You know
I
that.
penitentiary.
I
You know
still
that,
do
right?
in the kitchen. We're gonna need way more forks.
So is this like I think I heard about Utah, but now is this mostly a California thing?
no,
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
Is it? Okay.
Oh, yeah, this is nationwide. It's on our side.
That's a different thing.
Okay.
Okay, so
Do whatever you want.
We've only had crumble cookies. We should let them experience it then for the first time. Or
Yeah.
you said you did have it.
I had.
No, you
I
have
before,
had it.
yeah.
Okay.
I was testing
You
Vision
said
Pro.
one of these has
That's
peanut
right.
butter involved. Which one's that?
That one. That's
so
the
these are the peanut butter
This one?
blossoms,
This one. That's
This one?
oatmeal. Yeah.
s'mores.
So I love myself a little peanut butter, actually.
Same.
Right?
Same. So we're here at Condo having cookies.
I think I'm gonna cut one in half and
Yeah, do it.
do like a half.
I'm actually on a sugar detox right now. And
You
I've-
are a liar.
I made
Are
it,
you not going to cookie with me? Is that what you're saying?
I made it 2 days.
Okay.
This
That's a lie.
2 days. 2 days. What the 2 days?
I'll-
Although this has a little sugar in it, but it's okay.
Are you going to split one with me?
No, go for it.
I already took a bite.
I'm saving up for that peanut butter or the pumpkin bread. One
I'm
bite
gonna,
of
I'm
that.
gonna eat this one because I was
That's
told
a
it has
good
peanut
one.
butter in it.
It does.
Yes,
I'm
peanut butter
excited.
blossom.
I'm eating with a fork.
You
I
can
just
do
picked it
whatever.
up.
You could. There's no right way to eat it or a wrong way.
This is really good.
It was good.
Once we're
Yeah.
done talking about the cookies, I want to talk about the shot last night that you got of the Afila car.
Oh yeah. So the Afila car is Sony's. I mean, I guess it's not even a prototype. Well, this one's a prototype, but it
Do you want
actually
chew
will be
sounds?
out.
Then do you want me?
Chewing.
I'm sure some people would be really into it. The ASMR
Exactly.
crumble cookie. So the shot last night that you got. Well, we'll put it here.
All right, so
It's great.
we didn't have much sun or much nice sunset. There were a lot of clouds, so I thought we should go by the car and get a photo of it after sunset and light paint it. But it's a lot of work, so I asked help, and you guys were so nice to help me.
He was so desperate
incredible.
that we were the only
It-
ones he could find for
It
help.
wasn't just. So Jenna was telling me when the time was up. It was a 30-second long exposure where I was running around the car with a light in my hand, and then Jenna was telling me when the time was up, and then she was hitting the shutter button, and then you were next to her. If the photo is bad, if the photo wasn't good, the thing I hear from the, being next to the car was like, ah, okay.
There we go.
Yeah.
Do it
Okay.
again.
And then the final shot, we all went, oh my God! And we lost our mind because it was perfect.
It was like, I see you may be trying something new with this. I don't know what you're going for. And then when I got the final shot, you guys went, whoa! And
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
crushed it.
That's
I
the
was
one.
like, maybe this is what you're going for, but it's not great.
Well,
But-
once I saw your vision, I was like, okay.
want a bite?
You want a cookie? You
Yeah,
have
go
to be
ahead.
on the podcast to have one, so.
yeah.
Did you say these are minis?
These are minis.
No, that's a proper size cookie.
I
just
had that,
The-
and it's amazing.
The actual size is like
Which one? What
this
are we doing?
big.
Which
Like, they're
one?
huge.
That was great.
What's this one?
Those
Do
are
you want
really
another?
Good. No.
Okay, because you can.
You know my problems. Okay.
I know it's true.
said
That's
peanut
true.
butter.
This is taking everything in my willpower to not eat this entire box right now. October 12th, I will be.
This one I didn't.
I'll be
this
having
was
some
just the
treats.
I feel like
cutting
that's a very
knife.
Canadian one to have too.
Why October 12th?
I see you post about these all the time.
I have a jiu-jitsu tournament, and I'd like to try to drop down to a lower weight class.
Oh, so you're
Oh my God, this
after
is
that over.
amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't have to make weight.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna
This
see.
is gonna be the most chaotic because I
know, 'cause
can't
we're-
hear
we're
anything.
having a
and you guys are
conversation
having a
over
full
here.
conversation.
Conversations there.
Oh, watch out, Sydney's here.
Oh my God! Oh, Sydney's here too. This is great.
How are you, Sydney?
No, you can. Sydney can have some.
What? That's iced oatmeal.
Sydney and I
Whenever
played.
there's a
I'm
box,
not here.
Sydney's
Pickleball
here to
today.
see what's in
Oh
the
my
box.
gosh,
Let's
this is
talk
amazing.
about it.
You are a fierce player.
You have to wait your turn in line to be on the podcast.
What line? That's
There
how I
was-
live my life.
There
Hi,
was a line.
welcome.
Tell me what
Yeah,
pickleball
help
is.
yourself.
People, I keep hearing this term and I've
I've
never.
never had
Is it like
crumble
with the
before.
rackets?
So
It is something.
Paddle.
I can
Okay.
hear all of
What
the
do you represent?
conversations happening in my
Oh,
head
you,
right
have,
now.
you have the
Right,
headset
it
on.
was
Yeah.
amazing.
Like a paddle.
So
It's
yeah,
so much
I
fun.
don't know. It looks
it's
like
like
jam.
pickleball,
Tennis.
tennis. It's like tennis, but I would
What's
say
this
for
one,
old
Jenna?
people because
We're not old though.
well, some of us aren't.
well.
Yeah.
But it can be very intense, so I can't say
This is
that
peanut
because
butter.
it gets really aggressive.
I-
It's basically
S'mores?
tennis, but with like a wiffle ball and a smaller court.
I saw your aggression.
But you played on a court, not against like a wall or whatever.
No, it's in
Okay.
a court, and it's like kind of like a modified tennis court. So there's
Okay.
like a little kitchen area that's up front. That's what
Okay.
they call it. I don't know
A
why.
kitchen.
A kitchen.
and for clarity,
Is that where you
there-
made these cookies?
There are no pickles involved, Gerald. Just no pickles involved. Just,
Well,
just to
then
be
I'm,
clear.
I'm disappointed.
No pickles.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
not Gerald, by the way.
Anyway,
So what flavor did you get, Viv? It's good, right?
It's good.
There are 15 different conversations
Yeah.
happening.
And
here.
they're
There's
all-
only 6 people, but
And they're
Yeah.
all happening in my
In
head.
just-
Oh, it's amazing
Which is
because
what-
you hear it all.
This is normally what it feels like in my head. So it's great.
which one is your favorite? Did you do any tests?
I love this so much.
Did you get one? I don't remember. Okay, good.
I only had the peanut butter one, and it was good.
It's pretty good, yeah. I haven't actually tried the mixed berry one yet.
You were just pushing it a minute ago, weren't
It's
you?
so good.
Okay.
I just had it
Yeah,
like
but
4
I've
days
had-
ago.
I've
so
had-
I've already sampled all of these.
I've had I just know it's gonna be good because it's
no,
got
it's
a-
incredible.
Yeah,
It's
all right,
great.
well,
It's so
I have
good.
to save my fork for cutting.
We've already discussed our problems about.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
this is my fork
Yeah.
now. I just
Justine and I have
Yeah.
have a cookie. Is it insensitive to call it an addiction?
No, I think
No.
it is like
Okay.
any type of like sugar or sweet.
Yeah.
It's a problem, and
Look
what?
at that
It
beauty
is
shot.
good.
Mm.
I know
Oh my!
it's
Okay.
fantastic.
Give me that other little bite you got there.
This
of
is
the
a-
berry
this
one.
is a clean
YouTubers on
fork.
the loose
It's just the
everywhere.
cutting fork.
You guys cannot see it, but
There's
Wait,
a lot
you're not gonna take the
happening.
whole thing?
Yeah, but pull it out gently.
Sydney's back there doing weird stuff.
Sydney's always doing weird stuff.
Yeah, always.
What's that?
Sydney, you're gonna have to come
Sydney.
join us.
You're the defending champion of what's
Okay, yeah,
why is there
wow.
why is there
Right?
a box?
Wow.
So
Isn't it
when we
good?
played
The
Why
peanut
Is There
butter
a
cookie
Box?
was like, that's
Hold
a good
on,
peanut butter
hold
cookie. But that's something. That's something else.
The berry is incredible.
Yeah.
What's in
Okay.
the box champion?
Two-time champion. That is amazing. I got lucky both times.
Yeah.
So
So,
for people that don't know what's in the box challenge, it's basically like there's two people up there on the stage. There's a box, and it's a mystery
boxes.
item. 2 boxes. You're right. And you have to guess what's in the box. And Sydney,
You put
champion.
your hands in.
Yeah.
put your hands in. You have no idea. There's a buzzer, which makes it more intense, and there's lights and there's pressure.
You almost
Yeah,
lost
yeah,
today.
for
I,
True.
I almost lost.
Due
And
to a technicality.
Yep.
And Jen and I, as well,
We were
you
voluntary
judges.
fought for
judges,
me. Thank
we
you.
fought for you.
We
Yeah.
fought for the truth and what was right, Sydney, not for you.
Yeah, not for you.
And
okay.
sometimes the
All right.
cameras are like an FX3, which it's indiscernible from an FX30 on the
You just have to
exterior.
guess.
That's what he won
so
on.
what was it? Was it actually FX30?
It was a 30, but
Okay.
you just took a random guess, right?
Yeah, I mean,
you,
I was tempted to take off, the
because
the
you have
cap
to
and just
basically finger
touch
the sensor to.
You would have to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm glad you didn't do that. It would have made everyone very
That would've
uncomfortable.
been-
you would have done it. I had to fight against this guy.
But you also wanted to be first
So
because
did I. We went up first together.
yeah.
Yeah.
You want a banana?
I did. I was actually super
actually
excited
lost,
about that.
but she
Oh,
still got
okay.
to take
She
the.
still grabbed the
I am
banana.
allergic, so she had my banana.
Yeah.
How's your leg? Is it dead now?
No, it's fine.
Oh,
We're all
okay, because I'm
comfortable
comfortable.
Super cozy.
I mean, at any time, you guys could also just like we're not kicking you out, but you can just be like, I had my cookie and I can leave.
Oh, sweet. All right,
I don't
here we
want
go.
you to feel like you're trapped here.
Did we just get disinvited?
No,
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 no.
Also, I just want to say that anytime you can leave.
Hey, where's the pumpkin?
Yeah.
It's
Don't-
sold,
it's
it's sold out.
sensitive
No,
subject.
because I know you
Sold out.
You're a busy person, and you said you wanted to take the cookie and run.
I didn't say either of those
I think
things.
you did. I think
I'm
you said
not
all-
a busy person.
No, I didn't say. I added that.
I-
Context.
That's what Jenna heard.
Right.
Bye bye, Sydney.
I heard so many things.
I love the mural behind here. Andrea
Yes.
has been working on this.
Past 3 days.
Yeah, past 3 days. We first met her at the last condo.
Yes, it's true.
And,
She did.
I've been
the-
following her ever since.
Me too. And I mean, she just finished like a couple hours ago. So when like we took the chance and we just were like, let's set up and let's showcase it. It's so nice.
It's almost dinner time.
Okay. Well,
4:30. Okay, no, it's not.
dinner time watch check.
4:30. No, not yet.
Do you have any spoilers on what's for dinner?
I don't. Although
do
I
we know
think-
where it is?
I think they're setting
Courtyard.
up in the front of the courtyard.
Yeah, did you get,
They
did
were
you guys
putting
see
up
Yeah.
some little light runner and little
Courtyard.
flags and stuff.
It looks
I heard
super cute.
tacos. I heard tacos.
Okay. I did see that.
But
You're
I
right.
have no way
Imagine
to-
there's a cheese quesadilla. Ooh,
Oh,
man.
that would be fire.
But aren't we going to be full because we just ate?
I don't know.
You haven't seen the big cookies yet.
I haven't. I
Oh.
thought then I had to remind myself that you told me these were minis.
Yeah.
Because when I ate that peanut butter one, I was like, that's enough cookie. And then
No.
you're like, these are the small?
This is the normal size. These actually they just started.
Shout out to that
doing-
mixed berry one, though.
I know.
Right?
So good.
Here's the thing. These aren't as good as the big ones.
Yeah.
These are just they're good. But
Mm-hmm.
like the bigger ones, I think because they don't cook them as much or like because they're so massive, they don't cook as much in the center.
Right.
So it's like the perfect just consistency.
It's true.
Oh,
Also, you
so
can
good.
get a cookie cutter,
Yes.
crumble cookie cutter,
They
and
didn't
then just
have
cut
them.
it into 4.
They're
were
always sold out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have like
That's
a
very nice.
proprietary cookie cutter.
They do. It's like has 4 little prongs and you just kind of
This is like a whole ecosystem I didn't even know about, right?
So good.
Yep.
I didn't know about it either. And then there was an app in Vision Pro in the very beginning
Yeah.
when Vision Pro first came out. And it was the only choice I had to see if the app works. That's
So,
how I bought.
Are
my
you
first.
still
That's
like
right.
the biggest Vision Pro fan?
I am.
It's pretty
I am.
impressive.
Every time
you
I
fall
put it on,
asleep in
I
it.
feel wonderful.
Have you
Yeah.
tried it?
I haven't. I was on the plane with my buddy Patrick, and he had it on, and I was looking at him, and he was like, I'm sure you've seen it, but you sit beside somebody on the plane, and they're like,
Right.
he's got headphones and a mask and everything. I was just like, I don't think I want to be that guy.
Yes,
You
I'm
know?
very aware what it's like sitting next
Right.
to someone on the plane and experiencing.
And do you look
it.
at them with resentment? You know, you're just gonna.
I'm just like, well, usually I'm filming her, but then I put my blanket on and I pretend like I don't know her.
But that's one thing I cannot do. I cannot wear it on outside or in a plane.
Why
like
not?
that. I just can't because of that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean,
okay.
I don't think it would like. It's just what it is. I feel like I would be more concerned with like, just how like I'm very motion sensitive. So like being on a plane, sometimes I'm already like not well. So like on a plane with that in my head, just throw me out because I'm not gonna make it. That's a little dramatic.
It's a little dramatic, yeah. But
Is it?
I mean, the weird thing is people don't think that you can see them. So like I'm walking around and the guy was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
hey." I'm like, "I see you."
Yeah.
hi, and I'm
Yeah.
like waving to him. He's
Yeah.
like, really? Because it doesn't seem like you can be able to
It
see
doesn't
out of it.
isolate me, but it looks like I'm isolated.
True.
That's
Right.
what I'm not
True.
liking
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
it.
But it's
Very
it's
true.
definitely
Especially when
fun.
I'm outside.
So Sony Kondo announced the new 85 millimeter
did.
Mark II.
Yes.
Did you guys try it?
I did.
Do you like it?
I mean, it's better than the other one.
It's smaller.
I
Smoother bokeh.
I loved it because that's what I use to take all my thumbnail photos, and it just
Oh, well,
so
that's perfect
happens-
for you.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
stoked. And it was actually Jenna's lens that I've stolen
Yeah,
like
I-
3 years ago.
I've been missing it for a long time. I
Yeah.
didn't know it came out in 2016.
yeah.
That's definitely time for an upgrade. But it's pretty great. You took some pretty good stuff. Did you? Or did you use it?
Did you use it?
I'm sorry?
Did you use it right? You used the
I
85.
use the 85. Yeah, I liked it, but I wish it was 1.2.
I feel like anytime I go that low, I'm like, it's just, I don't know. Especially in like portraits, it's just like a floating head.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, yeah. But from this, I don't know.
But
it's,
having the
it's
option.
really nice. 85 is fantastic for
Yeah.
all the portrait photos.
I feel the same way because like 51.2 is super shallow, and so 85 doesn't even need to be as fast to be the same shallowness. Do you know
Right.
what I mean? So an 85.14 probably looks similar to a 51.2. So I think of an 85.12 and I think, what's in focus? You know, like
Yeah.
one eyelash. You know, like on a close portrait anyway.
True, yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Up close, you're right. But
Yeah.
from a distance, I thought it can be, you know.
Very
Or it's
true.
like
Really
imagine if
really
there was
nice.
like a 135 1.2.
oh
Imagine-
my.
You'd probably
That
like
would be
it.
insane. But I shoot in with the 50 millimeter and at 1.2.
I know you do.
My
You
talking
were
head
shooting
is
YouTube
like
video. Yeah, I know you had talking head
My
like that.
entire talking head is like that.
It has a look, that's for
It
sure.
looks pretty good.
Yeah, no, it looks
So
great.
maybe it's a me problem when I shoot. I'm just a floating head.
But up close, yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes because I always like my holding the product out, and then sometimes I'm so blurry. It's like, why did I
You
even,
disappeared.
Like, I'm not even here. It's like too much.
Well, that's
Did
when you
you
need to use the
review the
ZV
lens?
line.
I made an Instagram reel.
Yeah.
I made a little short.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like when I'm here, I'm so overwhelmed, and every time we try to go and shoot content, I end up talking to somebody for an hour, and then I have to go return the lens.
Oh, so I mean
fair.
you didn't have it ahead of time?
No, I didn't
Oh,
know ahead of
okay.
time. No, we didn't know. Well, we didn't know. We didn't know.
We
No, we
didn't.
didn't know.
We didn't know.
Absolute secret.
We knew
I
nothing.
knew nothing about it.
Until
Okay.
9
I
a.m.
posted a video yesterday
So
or
you
whatever it
knew.
was. I did.
Oh my gosh, secrets.
Ooh,
Did you
I
s-
like-
Secrets.
Spoil it?
Yeah, I leaked,
leaked
I
it?
leaked it all over the place.
Are you the Sony rumors?
Yeah. AlphaRumors.com.
Alpha,
That's me. Yeah.
There it
Just
is.
outed me.
Oh,
Here we
good
go.
times.
It's
There we
probably
go.
Sydney.
Probably.
Honestly, yes.
If it's anyone, it's Sydney.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I don't think he leaked any products today. This weekend.
We should be like, hey, we should ask him what's in his bag. He'll show us everything.
Yep.
Well, I mean, have you ever been on Sony Alpha Rumors and seen Sydney at the same time? You haven't. You haven't.
That is right.
Right.
It's true.
True.
It's
Could be
true.
Good point.
Yeah.
Sneaky.
We pretty much confirmed it's him, but that's all the evidence I need. to
He's
be
gonna get
convinced.
fired from the lowdown.
Yeah.
He's done. He's out.
we should check his computer to see what he's doing.
Now you got
Oh,
yourself a
goodness.
podcast snooping through Sydney.
Anyway, what sound is that?
It was like a little, like a little.
Why,
it was
why'd
fitting.
you press it?
I don't know because I didn't
So
know.
the
I didn't know what it
audience
would
can
do.
wake
up?
I didn't know the sound.
This is a very chaotic podcast happening here.
I mean, no one's even walked through our frame yet. Well,
there were a few.
There were a few. Okay.
Before you were rolling, though, thankfully.
Sure, a whole family.
Would you have turned into different gear if it was while you were rolling? Like beforehand, you're like, oh, that's cute. And then while you're rolling,
Don't care.
Nah.
Don't care. I mean, did we hit record? I didn't even double check.
Yeah,
You hit
that
record,
was
right?
his job.
I mean, I might have lied to you.
It could be a good
I
prank.
told you I was recording.
Good
but,
prank.
But I didn't, you know.
The other day, I had a camera that I basically hadn't used, and I was like, "Oh, this is going to be the dedicated podcast camera." Didn't even like look at the settings. I was shooting in 1080 something weird.
Oh, yeah. The last time we filmed a pod, it was like HD.
It was so bad.
It was so bad.
And then when I was looking at the footage, I'm like, "Why does this look so bad?" I was like, "Oh, that was a
And
new
then
camera."
the
Didn't
audio
even-
cut out.
Audio cut out
Kept
halfway.
cutting out. Look at
That's
these
why I'm
people
wearing
up
the
there
headphones.
on the roof.
Oh, hello.
Yeah,
look at that.
they were
don't
looking.
see us.
Now they didn't
That's
wave
cool.
to us.
That's
off.
But did
fine.
you have fun recording it?
No, I think it was like we kind of had fun. It was sort of fun.
I had to go get my MRI after.
You did, and then we went and picked up the Cybertruck.
It's true, so that was pretty fun.
Yeah, no, okay, we had a good day.
What'd you have an MRI for?
My foot's broken. My ankle's
Still?
broken. Yeah.
You seem pretty spry.
No,
Oh,
she
it's been
doesn't.
4 months.
Oh,
well,
okay.
you should see. Sometimes I just fall over. They're cutting off my entire foot.
Jenna's getting surgery.
Yeah, well, who needs a foot, right? I mean,
I am getting
it's
surgery.
like an appendix.
I waited to till after this so I could be mobile and hang out with my friends.
And go to the Creed concert.
well, that was, they don't do surgery on Saturday, so I didn't have a choice.
That's true. Big Creed concert coming up. My second one this year. Let's go.
See, this is where you need Lee on the podcast.
I
'cause he'll
would
be
have went to I would probably went to 10 shows if I
That was
wasn't
new to
busy.
me, seeing that you were a Creed fan.
Yeah.
I mean, not like it's like I never would have begged her as a Creed fan.
Are you
Just
a
like
Creed
I haven't
fan?
thought about Creed much.
I was
Are you a Creed fan?
Before
I don't think you can call me a fan because that would mean that I would have to
Yeah.
More
you
I
know.
understood
But
the
I mean,
lyrics. A lot
I
of
listened to
bands
Creed
changed.
when they were popular.
Did you listen to Creed?
I loved Creed
Okay.
when I was in Turkey, and then you again.
Do you
Here he is,
do you
Mr.
like
Sweet.
Creed, Sydney?
I am not the biggest fan.
Get the
I
heck
No
away
cookie
from
for
this.
you.
Get the
I
heck
wanted
away.
I wanted to present you with this.
She's sugar
Cookie.
detoxing
I'm sugar
right now.
detoxing.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, but I had like a small little square of chocolate this morning though.
Oh,
it was on
okay,
my
that's
pillow.
not how sugar detoxing
It was
works,
on my
but-
pillow.
You want to hear my Creed
Yes.
experience? Okay. So earlier days with like My Own Prison.
Oh,
That kind
yes.
of,
Oh,
I thought,
yes.
this is kind of like a heavier band. It's kind of fun. I thought, and I didn't know any of the members, so I was like, oh, this guitarist turned out to be
Mark Tremonti.
Tremonti. Yeah, I was like,
Incredible.
pretty good guy on the old axe there. But then when you got those like radio songs, Higher, With Arms Wide Open, you almost just you know them because like my God, did they play those songs? Like they
sure.
played them more than anything else. So I don't know if I like that song or if I just know it really well. And I feel like they'd taken the choice away from me. Where like
Yeah.
the first Creed album, is that like Silver or something? What am I thinking of?
There was My Own Prison, Human Clay, Weathered.
My Own Prison was the album. Mm-hmm. What was the song on it then? With the Should Have Been Dead on a Sunday? Or what's that
My
song?
Own Prison.
Oh, it was the title track.
Should have been dead on a Sunday morning.
So that I felt like I chose that song.
Yeah.
But With Arms Wide Open, that was chosen for like they
For sure.
forced it on me. Kind of like Nickelback's How You Remind Me. You can't escape that song, right?
It's
Like-
true.
I liked Creed fine, but Alter Bridge.
I was gonna say, do you like Alter Bridge?
I loved Alter Bridge, and then Tremonti's solo stuff.
Yeah, no,
I-
he's great. Like,
Wasn't Alter
it's
Bridge kind of like
Is
his
this
solo stuff, or
recording?
was that a super band?
They had another singer called Miles
Yeah.
Kennedy,
Yeah.
and he's the guy. Have you seen Rockstar, the movie Rockstar?
The documentary or the joke
it's
one?
a movie. It's not a joke. It's Mark Wahlberg is a singer. and-
Yes. He was like a hair metal guy,
At the
right?
very end, he passes the microphone to actually Miles Kennedy.
Okay.
Is the guy. Yeah.
Anyway, so you're a big Creed fan.
Yeah,
Okay.
like a massive Creed fan.
Do they got new stuff, or are they just doing a reunion thing?
No, no, it's like a reunion, and,
Yeah.
and it is so good. Like Scott is just there's two Scotts, but
Stapp.
Stapp,
Yeah.
Mr. Stapp, we shall call him.
Okay.
You guys have to watch Theo Vaughn's interview that he did with him because it was like so incredible. It was so thoughtful, and he just talked about like his ups and downs of like addiction.
This is like the
and-
classic podcast thing where one podcast talks about
Right.
another podcast. You know what podcast I watched last week?
It was so good, but just seeing them
That's
because
cool.
the last show that I had seen them on their tour before they broke up, Scott was not well. Like kicked a microphone or like threw a microphone into the crowd, like kicked one of the monitors into the crowd, and it was like kind of jarring to see like
I
your,
bet.
your favorite artists and you're like, they're not well. You could tell like the whole band was not vibing, and then man, I was losing my mind, Jenna.
Yeah, we were there for 12 hours, extra long day.
Are you a by proxy Creed
Yeah,
fan?
just like I'm a by proxy Tool fan.
Okay.
I've been
you're a
to
Tool
5
fan?
Tool concerts.
I'm a Tool.
Five.
Yeah.
Okay. Now that I could get behind.
If
Yeah.
you want, you can always let us know. My wife is a Tool fan.
Wait a
And then
minute.
they can go. Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
This is great information. Dude, the Tool concerts are so loud, it hurts my body, and I feel like I'm going to
Oh,
die.
she'll go.
It's
She'll
so
go.
loud.
She
Do
you
has
like
a Tool
a-
sticker on her car.
Oh, that's
So, like,
amazing.
This is great news.
That's the
Do you
level
like a
she's
Perfect
at.
Circle?
This is great.
I do. Yes. Yeah.
The guitarist of A Perfect Circle, Billy Howardell, is a big fan of Gerald Undone.
Oh,
And the last time I was in
really?
LA, when you were like, I'm not available, I had an open day. Went over to his house and he showed me his guitar collection and like his whole like where they like recorded stuff, where he works with Maynard on like.
Honestly,
Yeah.
you're just be glad that I wasn't free because
probably
that's
true.
way freaking cooler.
Right?
Do you
Wow.
like Third Eye Blind?
Oh yes! Love
I know, this is
Also, one of those things you listen to as a child, and then later on, you're like, oh,
They're
you were
all about
talking
drugs and
about
sex.
meth.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Semi-Charmed Life, right?
You're
Yeah.
just like, interesting. I'm just singing this, bopping my
Oh.
little head around. Then you're
and
like,
then like Jumper is a dark
yeah,
song too.
I know,
and,
but I
like-
do love Third Eye Blind. Probably one of my favorite
Yeah.
bands.
So great. Saw them a
So
couple
yeah,
times
the guitar
live.
player.
So
So
good.
good.
Third Eye,
Man.
That's a fan of iPhone though.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
We
this
actually-
is great.
We're on the texting level, so.
Oh my goodness! We love
Big
to
fan.
see this.
Big fan.
Well,
This is good to know.
Scott Stapp looked at me in the crowd.
Okay.
Didn't you
Okay.
get- Didn't you get a photo with him?
Yeah, but like, yeah, I did.
Isn't that higher
He
tier?
didn't look at me then.
She
No.
paid for that.
Oh, okay.
During one
The
of
look was free.
Yeah. Did he give you a
Alter
wink
Bridge
and a gun?
concerts, we were almost like next we're getting snapped, and Mark Tremonti did this to us.
Nice.
No way.
Nice.
Oh my gosh,
Can never
that's
forget,
great.
yeah.
Yeah, Mark did. Well, actually, he did put his arm around me when we took the photo.
I saw that,
Yes,
and it looked.
I think it was nice.
So you might have got some sweat on you.
I might have. And then, so Jenna, I sound like psychotic.
Well,
Maybe a little.
well.
And then, so Jenna went and got a photo, and she's like, I'll let you stay up there for the photo
So you
so
can
that
get
you can
two
have
pictures.
2 pictures.
Because like I had my VIP picture and I
Right.
was like, this really means not much to me. So you can stay and be in my picture with me. So you have 2 pictures.
That's very
It's
generous.
really, it was so sweet of
That's
her.
a good sister play.
I know.
You know, tried my best. I mean, she paid for it. So
Right.
Yeah, it's fine. And then we're going again, and I bought 4 tickets because I was like, oh, I'll definitely be able to find 3 Creed fans for LA. And then so it's great because it's a
By proxy.
birthday.
And were you able to?
Yeah, birthday gift for Jenna and our other friend Lena, and then my other friend, she may be also coming too. It's her birthday, so it's like happy birthday.
this will be my 5th concert that I'm attending with a broken ankle.
Legend.
2
we
Creeds.
saw Lindsay.
We did
saw
see Lindsay
Noah.
and
Lindsay the
Lindsay Sterling.
violin. Yeah.
Her show
Lindsay the violin.
was so good. It was unbelievable. Like, Lindsay the violin.
Well done.
Ellis. Is that her name?
What?
Ellis? Sterling.
Sterling.
Okay, yeah.
Lindsay Sterling. I was like, who?
I don't know. I was trying to figure. I was
like,
like,
we move on.
violin.
no, you're good.
She's so great. Man, her.
I think her talent knows no limits.
No, and then now she's doing all this like acro stuff,
Yeah.
and it's wild.
It was
Yeah.
unbelievable. And playing while doing it.
And
She's
playing.
like upside down. I'm like, how?
Oh, really?
Oh,
She
yeah,
practices
it's
so
intense.
much. Like she does not mess around.
And the violin isn't easy to begin with.
I know. It's pretty crazy.
So good.
It's a very good show.
Wow.
I'm getting sleepy.
That happens on every podcast.
That's what you call it. Sugar
This is why I
crash or
can't
whatever.
listen to podcasts because they just
They make you sleepy.
You can't
they
say
don't
that.
excite
Don't listen
me.
to podcasts on your own podcast.
Well, do you have Vuvuzela? Can we go like do 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 do?
I can't hear it.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
my
that was-
headphones on.
There it is.
Is that like a
Okay,
doo
now
doo
it-
doo?
now everyone's up.
I'm awake.
We're so bad at our podcast that we couldn't even get the audio to work. Like,
Look.
only one headphone set would work.
It's not that I don't like podcasts. It's just that my attention span is like, give it to me in 15 seconds. So the podcast clips, great.
Right.
45
Maybe that's
minutes.
an app idea, like TikTok, but it's podcast.
Just
Isn't that basically what YouTube Shorts is?
Yeah, basically.
60% podcast clips. Whatever.
yeah, YouTube Shorts is too short though.
Have you ever wondered though if some of those podcast clips on the YouTube Shorts aren't real podcasts and it's just like one person talking to a wall?
Yes.
So I think a lot of
Oh.
them are.
They're making
yeah.
up. It's manufactured, right?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you know what else I think about women or whatever, and it's like
always
it's
about
like,
women.
Who
Yep.
asked you that question? Nobody asked you that on the other side, you know.
You can
everybody in my
tell,
audience
too.
wants to know what I think about women.
Yeah.
And then you're like,
And it always starts like mid drama somehow. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yep.
That's what I said to him. I said, like, can you believe it? They came right up to me. It's like, bud, I know your face in your closet right now. Like, there's nobody in there, you know?
There's no one there.
that's.
Looking off camera like
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
Right.
Just slightly off camera. Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
this is all a
man.
green screen. We're not actually.
We're
in
not
contact.
here. We're not here. This is all AI.
There's a speaker, a Sony speaker, pumping in this fake noise behind us. It's not
there's gonna
real.
be
Talking
so
about
many-
Sony speakers.
Speaking
Are
of
we talking about it?
Yeah, are we gonna talk about
Are we-
Baby Shark?
Baby Shark, are there any
Baby
around here
Shark?
that we could maybe?
Are we talking
Let's
about
see
it?
it.
Is
Do
there
we-
something
or-
I'm not aware of? What's this all about?
I don't know. Did you hear
don't
Creed
know.
playing
Did you hear Baby
at dinner
Shark
last
yesterday?
night?
Creed playing a dinner?
At dinner?
Yeah. Did you hear Baby Shark play?
I
Somebody-
think I remember the Baby Shark one.
Someone took over the
Good.
speaker and started
Weird.
playing crazy
I
songs.
noticed that when I was next to one and I opened up my phone, it said, if you press OK, you can start controlling the Sony whatever thing.
Anybody can control it.
Anybody can.
Isn't
Yeah.
that crazy? Somebody did last night.
Who would have done that?
We don't know.
It
Who
wasn't me,
would've
but
done
I
Who done it?
Who did?
Well,
Who-
it should have been
Donna
you,
did it.
but you wouldn't do it. And then I was like, oh, wait, I mean, I didn't do it.
I don't know. Did you go to Sydney? Because he had his phone out.
It was
So
probably
everything is
Sydney.
he's leaking
was-
alpper rumors. He's
Yeah.
controlling the speakers.
Definitely Sydney.
not here
Sydney
to
loves
If
Creed.
it's anything, it's Sydney.
I think it was Sydney. Yeah, he had his phone out and he was like, well, I love Spotify.
Do you guys use Spotify or Apple Music?
Spotify.
Spotify.
Apple Music.
Oh,
We've had this talk
Since the
before.
beginning.
I've tried to share
But-
songs, like you text the song
And they're like,
and a Spotify link, and then if I was like, I don't know what this means.
Yeah.
okay.
But to be honest, Apple Music was really bad at some point. This is before COVID. It was really bad. It would play Iron Maiden and then play Green Day afterwards. And I'm like, they don't go together when you ask for rock music. And then now it's so much better.
Spotify is so good at their playlist. I found
is
so much
good.
music through just like the playlist and recommended.
You know what doesn't go together, in my opinion, too well right now is a Google Smart Speaker, so the assistant there, and Spotify, for two reasons. One, if ever you say, say pick any song.
Creed, higher.
Okay, so you'll be like, okay, play Creed Higher, right? That was me trying to be considerate to
Yes,
people who's
yes.
like, you know,
Appreciate
and they'll be like, okay, I'm playing Creed Higher, and they listen to it, and it's like a Latin version or something like that. It's always it's not the play the vanilla version, and it's like always, or it's a remix, or it's like,
Yes.
you know,
Yeah.
every
Alive.
time.
Apple
live
Music does that
version.
too.
Does it?
Yeah.
It drives me crazy. Like, why
Why?
wouldn't you think I just want the basic version? You know,
I
like,
lost my mind. I was saying play Freedom by George Michael.
yeah.
And he was playing Freedom by Wham. So apparently there's a song. I didn't even know Wham had a song called Freedom. Apparently the other one's Freedom is not Freedom 90 by George Michael.
But sometimes I'm not saying it wrong. They're adding the parenthesis part that I didn't say. I should have to specify. Oh, a great example, laugh if you want, is the other day I was in the car and I was like, play Waterloo by ABBA. And it was like, sure, playing Waterloo by ABBA. And then it was the Swedish version, which is fine, but should make me say
Right.
Swedish version. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Because
you're right.
that's in parenthesis. And the other thing I don't like about Spotify with Google Assistant is that if I go into Spotify on the app and I say, play Creed, and I'll put on Creed, it plays a bunch of Creed songs.
Mm-hmm.
But if I say play Creed, it'll start with a Creed song, and the next song will be Black Sabbath or
It'll
something.
be like
and I'm
Creed
like,
radio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you doing? You know?
I get it.
Rant over.
Do we see Levi he was eyeing on these cookies. He's been waiting for
Do you think
days.
he wants to come on the
Yeah,
podcast?
I want to pass the torch.
Okay.
We're
to
passing
Levi.
the torch.
I think he
hey,
might.
Levi.
Levi?
Levi.
Do you want to come and hang out? There he is.
And
I
then
would
you
like
got
to
you
pass
got
this
another person
torch
you want to come on?
To you.
I don't know. Do we see
You
anyone?
can just leave us
Is there
and we'll
anyone you
figure
wanna
somebody
pass?
out if
Then I'm
anybody
gonna-
wants to come. We could just.
Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you for the
Are we
cookies.
still
Thank
recording?
you. Thank you.
I'll go check for you.
Okay.
We appreciate
much
you
for having me
Oh
on.
my gosh, yes, of course. You can stay.
You can't say you don't, but you also
Unless
don't have
you
to.
see
I'm
somebody else.
getting mixed messages from Jenna.
My
I
rider-
am not. That is
My
just
rider
my
says I
vibe.
She's
can't
like-
do anything with Gerald.
You can leave. You can stay. I mean, if you
can't
want
tell
to
if
leave.
you're happy or not.
What's
Only
that?
Are
one-
you happy?
So it's a true
doesn't
thing
get
then.
excited.
It's a true thing because I've now started saying I have rested disinterested face so that people don't think that I'm like angry, and I've always thought it was a joke, but maybe it's a real thing.
No, because he says he doesn't get excited.
Yeah.
Has there ever been a time?
Anyway.
No, I don't know.
Okay.
I'm
I
having
just-
a great time.
Okay, I just want to make sure that you're not like you don't feel trapped. And
You're
I
not
know that
trapped.
we've been talking about these cookies for days, and I saw you over there lingering. I was like, he wants the cookie. Do you want to say hi
I was
first to
eyeing
the
up the-
podcast?
Hello, podcast. It's great to join you.
Thank you for being here.
Do you
What a
want to tell
lovely
them
crowd.
your channel and what type of content you make?
What do you call your fans?
We don't have
do you
any
call your
fans. Just
Our friends.
The Brainiacs?
It's the mix.
you can just say
Samesies?
hi. You
I
can
don't
just
Our friends.
I make adventure documentaries, and the channel's Levi Allen.
there
Just
we go.
my name, like the jeans.
So it's not iPhone dough?
It's not iPhone dough. No, which cookie?
Okay.
is
They're all
Mixed
good.
berry. Mixed
Mixed
berry.
berry is
Mixed berry is
good.
very good.
Mixed berry.
That's like
okay.
there's a basic chocolate chip over here. Chocolate
Oh.
chip, peanut butter blossom iced oatmeal.
Gerald, what was your
Mixed
review?
berry.
Which one did you
Mixed
like?
berry.
Mixed berry's
Mixed
the
berry
one.
was
Mixed
so
berry is
good.
a hit.
Do you want a cookie?
This one Farouk's mouth touched.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's all right.
Hello.
You have to say hi.
Hello. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Oh wow.
Doing
I
really
know.
good. This is a
Brandon
mush.
Washington and I are beefing.
Well,
Oh,
Oh.
this is a cookie.
We're
Oh,
beefing.
no.
I
Why?
know. And these are the minis.
Do you want to tell him, Brandon?
No, it's all you.
Okay.
It's the perfect softness.
He's yeah.
How do they do that?
They undercook it.
They're remarkable, honestly.
That's the iced oatmeal. Isn't it good? I know.
It's like more cookie dough than cookie.
Yeah.
These are the small version. Like
Yeah.
we have the large version
dinner.
inside. That's dinner. So we didn't want to bring them all out.
So much happening.
I
How's that one?
thought
I never tried
often
that
about
one.
the
Is it good?
brownies that we had last
Yeah,
year.
yeah.
I know.
The plate-sized brownie,
I like
Incredible.
oatmeal too.
iconic,
Yep.
full
every
of whipped
year.
cream.
We got to do something every year.
So you guys are fighting?
Yeah, we've been beefing all the time.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
You know,
You want to talk about
no,
it?
you know what? We'll save it. It's probably on his podcast, so we'll just save it for that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on his podcast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. You can borrow the setup after if you want to hash it out. Do one.
Now that we figured out how to use it.
Yeah, maybe.
We're just joking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Just
Oatmeal?
doing it for the views.
Yeah.
Doing it for the
was better.
vine.
So good, I know.
Yeah.
I won't crash. Because that's proper podcast.
Okay.
There's some
Okay.
drama happening, but
little bit.
We
What
have
I-
cookies, so we can't be upset.
What I love about this is that a legendary photographer just like cross frame,
Bam.
and that's iconic.
I know. I thought that
David just cross frame in your podcast.
It's pretty
A
great.
legend of photography.
Okay, if
Wow.
somebody crosses frame, do we just throw a cookie at them?
Well, make sure it's not.
That's a waste of a cookie,
Yeah.
Chad.
No. She cut it with a Cybertruck. And then
Do you
it
want a
fell-
cookie? Help yourself.
Come on
Does
in.
anyone else want a cookie?
You have to say hi first.
I recommend mixed berry.
Hello.
I just have to say that you got me addicted to these. I blame you for this. So
I'm so sorry.
I ended up waiting like over an hour in a line for the one that opened up in Vancouver.
No way.
You have this in Canada?
There is one in Port Coquitlam.
Tell them what
taking
you
me.
saw.
I'm down. I'm very down for that.
Tell them what you saw on the
Oh
ground.
my goodness. There was a barefoot footprint in the crumble cookies.
A dirty footprint.
I'm not kidding. Like I took a photo of it. There was just a bare foot in the middle of it.
Allegedly.
No, no, I
Like
saw
the
it.
foot of a bear
It was
or a foot without socks on? Like,
It would be a very human-shaped bear.
okay.
It would be a very human-shaped bear if that was the case.
But when you say barefoot, you could mean like I went barefoot, or it was
they
like
had
a
their
bear's
dogs
foot.
out. Like
Their feet
What?
were
their feet
their-
were out, toes were out.
They,
in
did,
the
they
Doing
didn't
crumble
what?
have
cookie.
Why were
shoes
they
or
doing that?
socks on.
I don't
Who?
know. I would love to know that.
Were they kneading the dough with their feet?
Who didn't have shoes on? We don't know.
What's that?
Who?
I don't know. That's what I want to know. Like that's the only question that I have about that.
The employees?
No,
it was someone that was in line.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry.
oh.
Yeah, I'm with you. I didn't get enough. Like I need
No,
more information.
yeah.
When I hear there's a foot in a cookie or whatever, I
Yeah.
need to know
No,
what's
it was
going on.
because you showed me yesterday, and or whatever, and it was basically like imagine not wearing shoes all day, going into a crumble cookie to purchase a cookie, and just leaving your mark up to the cash register.
Oh, you saw footprints not on a cookie.
Not on a cookie.
Okay, I thought it was on
Ah,
the cookie.
okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
we were
no.
confused.
We got
Yeah.
to the bottom of it.
Okay.
That doesn't bother
Did
me
you,
as much.
which one are you gonna take? You can take two if you want.
What do you recommend?
Peanut butter blossom and honestly, the mixed berry.
The mixed berry
is
was
pretty. It's
so good.
I'll take this half.
Go for it.
You
I'm
don't
gonna
want
eat one of
a
these
whole
oatmeal ones because I feel like I need to give you a 1 to 4 ranking or whatever.
Yeah. What have you had so far?
I ate 3.
Aren't they so good?
My moderation control when in front of something this tasty has gone out the window.
I know.
She has
I'm
big
there now,
ones for
too.
dinner.
I'm excited.
There's more. There's more. They're these but
Are
bigger.
they plate sized?
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
They're like no, they're bigger than
No,
that.
they're way bigger than
Yeah.
that.
Oh, so good. So how's your condo going?
I'm thrilled to see so many people that make stuff all in one place, and my face hurts from smiling so much. I'm gonna be. It's gonna be a recovery process to like relax the face back.
Now your stomach's gonna hurt.
Whatever Gerald has where he's like resting calm face, I've been like the opposite here. My face hurts from just
But that's why you're so charming, though.
aw.
Oh, that's so cute.
I think that's great.
Yeah, no, I know.
I get it though. Like the back of my head hurts from smiling.
Yes.
Like right,
Oh,
like
yes,
right here.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a thing.
But
I
amazing
suffer from
people here.
the resting, calm face. Like sometimes I look at myself and like I forget to stop it, and I'm like, is that what I look like? I'm just like,
I said disinterested. That's as
Disinterested.
close as I get to.
Mm-hmm.
The word we didn't say.
you want a
We
cookie?
don't say it. You want a cookie?
Cookie?
Yeah,
Come
come
on
on
over.
Come on.
I'd
You
recommend
have to
the
say hi
mixed berry,
first, though.
The mixed berry is good.
Hi.
Okay.
That's Taylor Jackson, everybody.
Taylor Jackson.
Mixed berry.
Mixed
These ones are
berry.
Mixed berry?
You
terrific.
don't have any allergies, right? Peanut butter.
Oh, that's like a.
This one's peanut butter.
It's some heft to it.
Peanut butter blossom,
Dense.
my favorite.
Okay.
Go
now
for
I'll
it.
be able to rate all 4.
It's good. You're gonna be ill.
I'm doing the same thing,
Yeah,
Levi.
good.
I'm on the 4th type right now.
I love this for all of
What's
you.
this? What's this one called?
That's a s'mores.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like to say s'mores, like you're saying some
S'mores.
more, or do you just kind of
S'mores?
smear it together?
S'mores.
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 Because there's some people up
Or
my
a
way
s'more.
that say, "Let's make s'mores."
S'mores?
Let's make s'mores.
s'mores.
You know what I'm saying though? S'mores.
I don't know what I'm saying.
make s'mores.
This is the
I-
first
like-
in my life
Because
I'm
it's
hearing
supposed
this.
to be like some kind of weird contraction of
Oh,
like
like a
I
duck.
want some more. That's what that's what
Oh.
it means. S'mores are S''MORES. So they say. So some people around where I live, they say.
There's an apostrophe.
yeah,
There
and,
is
they,
an
and they
apostrophe.
really lean into that apostrophe, which I didn't know you could do, but they found a way and they go, yeah, we got some graham cracker, we were making s'mores. I'm like, you're making a what now? S'mores, you know?
S'mores.
Because it's like, what
S'mores.
does s'mores mean?
Some more.
Yeah, but why?
So then, like, why? so
Because
it's like-
when you make them, you want some more. It was like some marketing campaign like 40 years ago or whatever.
but none of us Interesting.
big graham cracker or what?
Probably.
Yeah, that big graham
Big
cracker.
marshmallow was like, we got to get more marshmallows out there.
Totally.
Could be. It's hard to say.
I was like, I don't know who hasn't had a cookie yet.
When
Did
do
he
you
have cookies?
I don't think so.
when do you eat marshmallows when you're not making s'mores? Like what?
When you're
You-
4.
Wait, yeah, I was gonna say our niece will just go
Yep.
into the pantry and just eat bags of marshmallows.
hot
I was
cocoa.
like, you psychopath! What is wrong with you?
She's something else.
But you know what? Bears like marshmallows. But you're not
Bears.
supposed to give them to them. I
Maybe
just
that's why there was bear footprints or whatever.
yeah, but
Could be. I was very confused by that whole interaction.
I did not know what.
You
Super
and I were completely
confusing.
simpatico in that. We were both like, what? And we're like asking the same
I thought there
question.
was a footprint in the cookie.
and it was
That's-
rapid
Yeah,
fire.
that's
We're like,
fair.
what? Who? What? Wow.
and I knew the
Doesn't make any
story,
sense.
so I also wasn't helping. Look how cute that dog is. He's working, but he's so cute.
Okay, I'm ready.
For
I'm
what?
ready to pass judgment.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm not a marshmallow guy, but the cocoa cookie is really good. Almost like a double chocolate would be fantastic. Okay. This is going to be third.
Okay.
Second, I'm going to give it to the peanut butter and chocolate, whatever you call that one.
chocolate or peanut butter blossom.
Peanut
Peanut
butter
butter blossom.
blossom.
Because when you get that center bite, astonishing. The oatmeal, as much as I like oatmeal, was just kind of like, yeah, it's good. It's okay.
It's kind of basic.
But that wild berry or blue double berry, super berry, what'd you
Mixed
call
berry.
it? Mixed
Yeah.
berry.
So good.
That's a game changer right
It's
there.
really unfortunate that we do not have the pumpkin to share with you guys.
Because you
today,
guys, you
it
would
was
flip
so
the
good.
table and you,
You
would.
said it was life changing. You said
It
you
was-
would die for one.
I would die for
You
it.
did.
Where you at, Levi?
Yeah, let's
Oh,
hear it.
mixed berry, easy.
Yeah.
Easy. The mixed berry is a 10 out of 10. The peanut butter is a 7 or 8. Oatmeal was a little firm, so
Yeah.
maybe a 7. And what rating scale did you use? Did you use a
I
rating
just gave
scale?
him best
In
to
order.
least, and for me.
I'm
try-
following your same order. I didn't try the s'more one though.
The
Okay.
basic chocolate chip.
The basic chocolate chip is
didn't
like
have the
basic.
basic.
You missed one.
I ate mixed berry twice. So-
Would you like a cookie? Mm-hmm. That's why you gotta take a cookie once you're
you
in
have
the
to
shop.
say hi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi.
It's so crazy.
pretty crazy.
It's wild. Help yourself. Hey, do you guys want a cookie?
It's very good. Very good. If I had to sell one of these and like
gotta.
make my living,
You have to say hi
the
though.
mixed, the mixed
Oh,
berry
yeah.
would be what I would
Yeah.
be
Hi,
doing.
how are
you? What cookies we have here?
Iced oatmeal.
That's oatmeal, yeah.
S'mores.
This is great.
Peanut butter blossom. Chocolate.
Oh yeah.
chip,
You gotta say hi.
Mixed berry.
Hello. Thank you for the iced oatmeal cookie.
You're welcome.
Anybody bring any
Less messy.
almond milk or anything? Or?
No, they did have milk that you could order.
Just filming a podcast, eating cookies, vibing.
Now, do you edit this podcast?
Honestly,
we're
I'm
gonna-
not sure who's gonna be
Yeah,
editing
we're
this one.
gonna probably find someone else
'Cause
to
I
do
don't-
it.
I don't even edit. I haven't edited anything in such a long time. That's why I haven't posted videos because I do edit my own content.
The s'mores one gets all up in there.
There's
yeah.
that marshmallow.
Yeah.
You need
Yeah.
a rinse?
Yeah, exactly. Anybody got a toothbrush?
They
There
have
were
them at the
some-
front desk.
Yeah,
And there were.
there were
I
some
do
in the,
need to-
in the entry, the welcome thing. There was like a cute little, but I didn't take anything.
Did you guys pick up your sunglasses?
I did.
No.
You
got,
know what? They're not bad.
They're nice.
They're not bad.
Yeah.
I didn't get
They're all
mine.
sustainable, made from recycled plastic from the ocean.
Is it too late for me to make them?
You don't make them. You just give them a token and they give them to you.
You just put on some frames and choose which
Yeah.
ones you
Do
like.
y'all wear contacts? How do
Yeah.
you do this? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't have my token.
They don't agree with my eyes
Oh,
contacts. So
right.
That's fair. You want a cookie?
Did you,
You have
guys
to-
make
you
your
have to say
fragrance?
hi.
Oh yeah.
Hello. How are you?
Lovely. That has earned you a cookie.
I have a question for you. You just asked fragrance. I
Yes.
have not made the fragrance yet.
Yes.
I didn't do that either.
I did.
What is something that you've learned lately? Could be anything.
Oh,
Here or just in general?
Just in general in life.
In general.
that I've learned.
You wear contacts?
Yeah.
Okay.
I learned that you could listen to audiobooks on Spotify for free,
Yes.
which I've been buying them on Audible.
Isn't there a limited amount?
There
though?
is,
There's
yeah.
Like you have a
Yeah.
limit listen.
Yeah,
Listen
but
limit?
but still, I could have been
Do
listening.
they inject ads into the middle of the audiobook? Like you're just part way in and then suddenly it's
You
like
have to say
They
hi
have
first.
not yet.
Hi. Who am I saying hi to?
Just podcast.
Oh, hi.
They're all pretty good, honestly.
You can see what's the least favorite
which
by what's
book
left.
did you listen to recently?
Oh.
Guilty pleasure incoming.
I'm excited for this.
This is
This
gonna
is
be
gonna
good.
go one
I
of two
fin-
ways.
So the last.
You can lie. Nobody's gonna know.
It's true. I
mean,
finished
don't
the
lie.
whole ACOTAR series, and Iron Flame, and
Are those like fantasy fiction?
Yeah. you guys know book talk. The last good book that I read that I feel like was good for my health was Outlive by Peter
Yeah.
Attia, which was so good.
Did you listen to it?
I listened to it.
Yeah.
Which was really difficult because I wanted to take notes. So then I ended up buying like a workshop
Yes.
book on Amazon so that I could go back and make notes. But it's so unbelievably good.
Can I make an
Yeah.
audiobook recommendation?
Yes.
Anthropocene Reviewed by John Green. Yeah, Vlogbrothers John Green.
Love him.
For two reasons. One, it's cool because it's nonfiction, which is a step from his, Turtles All the Way Down,
Yeah.
Fault in Our Stars, whatever. And
Whatever. Just like one of the most
those
popular
books that all
of
got
the
turned
last-
into movies and
Yeah,
are like
just that super
like
famous book,
young
whatever.
adults, like anyway. So yeah, and I think that this is maybe like an adaptation from like a podcast idea that he had, and so it's basically, if I'm getting this right, I'm not trying to pitch this thing, but I think it's honestly, I would love everybody. I want him to I want it to be successful. Not like John Green needs my help. You know what I
Maybe.
mean? Like,
This is it. This is for him.
Every day there's another child born who hasn't read A Fault in Our Stars.
there you go.
A Fault in Her Stars? What's the name of the book?
Isn't it
I
Our?
feel bad.
It's Our.
Our Stars.
Fault in Our
okay.
Stars.
Yeah.
I got to recommend the right name.
Okay, so here's the thing. I believe, and apologies to any nerd fight terrier that I'm getting this wrong about, but him and Hank used to do a thing where they would drive around and they would go to those places where it's like biggest ball of yarn, biggest whatever, and they thought it was hilarious that you could actually find reviews like on Yelp or whatever of those locales, and somebody would be like, too yarny or whatever, 2 stars, and they're like, how weird is the world that we're in now where everything is like in a 5-star scale? So that'd be kind of fun if you took that to the next level. And so Anthropocene Reviewed is kind of like his way of finding, we're in the Anthropocene now, not like different periods. The period of where it's humans being like total humans, like, reviewing balls of yarn or whatever it is. And so he set out to sort of make this like series, which eventually the book became a collection of all the little versions. And it's things that he's passionate about that he reviews. Diet Dr. Pepper, whatever it is, the Indy 500, like
Yeah.
things that are important to him in his life. But that sounds like an okay idea. But then when you actually read it, and or why I recommend an audiobook, because John Green as a narrator,
Right.
and it's his stuff that he loves, so it's the best narrator ever. And it's thing you can do in pieces too, because like a chapter would be like one concept, like Diet Dr. Pepper as like a chapter, and then when it's over, you could go do something else, like listening to like a little mini episode. Anyway, he has a way of just like making you fall in love with life somehow by listening to him review Diet Dr. Pepper in a way where he always brings it back to like, and now when I sit with my son and we look up at the sunshine
Aw.
and we like sip a Diet Dr. Pepper, whatever it is, he's like, and then he'll always end it with like, so I give sunsets 5 stars or
That's
whatever.
so
it's
cute.
it's a
pretty
fantastic
great.
experience.
Oh, I love
Best
it.
audiobook I've ever listened to.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I'll definitely add it to the list. Now that I'm done with my fairies and dragons.
When you finish an audiobook, do you say you read it?
She does.
I do sometimes. And then I'm like, I
I
read it.
embrace it.
But then I'm like, well, I listened to it, but I read it. I listened.
And the reason why I say that is that I'll have conversations with people who physically read it, and I listen to it, and I remember more than they do.
Right.
So I'm like, this whole debate about reading, listening, it's like I don't need to qualify it with I listened to the book.
I think it's how you kind of retain information. So for me, like for like Outlive, I'm like, I listened to
Yes.
it and I was like, I need to see this. But for like other stuff, it's entertainment and it keeps me focused doing other things like laundry. Like that's why I finish so many books. It's like driving, laundry, cleaning. Like I look forward to those activities.
And it's not a conversation of like, did you see the movie or the book, where they might be different.
Right.
You got the same words in the same order in your brain.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
what does it matter? You
Yeah.
know?
And it's less items to have around the house.
There you go.
And not as
Well,
much
what I-
strain on your eyes too. If you're, I feel like reading, my
Oh.
eyes get tired.
Reading puts me to sleep.
That's
like when
why
I
I
start
can-
reading
yeah,
stuff,
I'm just
I
like-
like pass
It can be
out.
good for
Reading
that.
and podcasts
right? Yeah.
just
Yep.
knock me right out.
I buy the physical copy to be reminded of the audiobook that I liked on my shelf, because I like if there's an author that I want to support, it's I'm not always convinced that they get paid that much from the audiobook, so it's like, hey, let's get
Plus,
the
don't
physical
you like
copy.
the look of a good book? Like,
Oh, I
like
love it.
A good book can look great, you know?
There have been some that I've purchased also. Like
Yes.
I'm just like, I really like
Outlive
this.
is one of those for me where it's
100% bought that. Yep.
Yes.
Yep, bought that.
Which one's
and
this one? Outlive.
Outlive by
Peter
Peter
Attia?
Attia. Yeah, it's
Give me
so
the
good.
He has a
elevator pitch
concept
on
where
it.
he talks about, okay, the last decade of your life that you live, what is the quality of those years, the marginal decade? And how can we go about our whole life to make sure that way when we're close to the end, those last years that we live are really high quality? Because it's not just about live as long as you can, it's about live good years.
So is it more of like a health advice kind of?
Totally.
Like diet, exercise, that kind of stuff?
Kind
or-
of, and he talks about too like there's health 2.0 and health 3.0, where health 2.0 is you're treating the disease as it's happening, whereas 3.0 is treating it before it actually happens. So like we should be treating heart disease now before it's ever apparent. You know,
Right.
like all
Especially
of
with
those
our
things.
terrible healthcare here in America.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
if you want to be moving when you're 80, you should be moving when you're 30.
Yeah.
If you want to, you got to keep using what you want to keep around. So don't expect to be able to like be playing out with your great grandkids if you don't play right now. Like you got to use your human experience.
And I think they said something like, people after 30, like, you'll never sprint. Like, they don't. And so I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I should probably try to start sprinting now. Pulled a freaking quad muscle and was like,
Have you looked into that spooky stuff of how when you turn 40, you like it's so much harder to build muscle and stuff at that point? And for men, especially because like your testosterone starts to dip. So I've got this thing in my head now where it's like I've got, you know, however many months before I turn 40, I'm like trying to hit the gym hard as if somehow like it's like a switch that turns off. It's like before they turn off the switch, I gotta work out. You know?
well, and that's the thing too, is like when you go to the doctors now, like they don't ever test your hormones. They won't ever test any of the stuff that actually needs to be tested. And I was like, well, how do you know? Because you should be doing like hormone,
That's
like
medicine
treatments.
2.0, right?
Yeah,
That's what you're saying?
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's like instead you have to like pay so much extra to find
Yeah.
like homeopathic people that will actually do those types of tests.
It's true, and like the insurance doesn't cover. Because I remember I did like a whole hormone panel. I did testosterone injections once.
Did you?
I was going to
In
bring
my
it up,
butt.
but I didn't
I
know if you
forgot.
wanted to talk about
Yeah,
it.
pellet shot right in my butt cheek.
Yeah.
No, maybe that's why I'm so tired again. That pellet wore off.
Yeah, maybe you need more pellet.
Did you
because
feel anything from it? Did you feel like
I think I did. I think it did give me like I was jacked. No, because it's like I was so tired and like I don't know if it was after like the first time I had COVID where I had like all these. I was like I don't know. This is long COVID. It's just what is this? I don't know. So like that journey of trying to figure out why I was so tired. I was like I will try anything, and I think for a little bit I think it did kind of give me like a little bit of like boost in energy. And then I was talking to him like, gosh, like my hair's been like thinning.
Maybe
and,
you
like,
need to go
I
back.
gotta go back and get that testosterone pellet in my butt cheek. And it hurt.
Yeah,
But
I remember
Do you
just saying.
self-inject or do you get
No,
some assistance?
no, there's some assistance. Yeah,
I feel like that's a pretty gnarly
it was
thing
a,
to do to
It
yourself.
was a pretty crazy thing. Like, I was just like, okay, but you can always get that if you're worried.
get a good old shot in the butt?
Something else
It's
that
like a little pellet. They just shoot it in there.
Oh, because like it dissolves or something?
Yeah, but it's like big.
Is it like an EpiPen, but
but for your butt.
I don't know. I mean, it's like imagine a
Buddy
shot.
pen.
Like imagine a shot needle, but like this thick.
Ooh, that's a low gauge.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So like it was pretty serious, and then like I probably have a. I'm not gonna show. I don't know if there's a scar.
Levi,
I'll see a
question
look
for
later.
you.
But yeah, it's
Ever since you had
optional.
kids,
Yes.
has that made you want to? Have you approached health and fitness and physical activity and diet and everything differently? Because I feel like I've adjusted from just eating like a slob, like we talked about, right?
Yeah.
Or like not caring, to be like, I've got to one, set an example, but two, you pick up a kid enough times and you're like, wow, I need to, he's getting heavier.
Yeah.
And I'm not doing anything to, like, and it's so weird how like being a parent, you can do weird injuries to yourself. Like you pick up your kid and then you're like, oh, I didn't know that was a muscle that could get pulled, you know? Like,
Right.
has it changed your attitude at all?
it's hard when you have kids because you already don't have much time to do the things you want to do, and then with
Exactly.
kids you have less time. And I think what we're trying to figure out is, my wife, she loves going climbing at the climbing gym, and the kids are always so sad when she leaves. But we're trying to show them it's important to do things that you love, especially around movement, because I think living a movement-based lifestyle takes a ton of work, and it's so much easier to not to. And so I'm trying to think for my kids, okay, as they grow up, I want them to see that their parents are choosing to move healthily
Yeah.
in their own day-to-day life, so that way when they come back to the family environment, they're healthier in that space. Because it's not just about like only do what's best for the, like if we only did what's best for our 4 and our 3-year-old, we would be eating marshmallows constantly,
Right.
Yep.
buying ice cream at every corner. So it's not just like do whatever the kids want. And as much as they want to spend time with mom and dad all the time, if we go work on ourselves away from them, we come back as better people. So that's what I've been thinking, because the time
What about
investment
longevity
part's
though?
hard.
Do you have any concern of like you need to be around for a long time, so you want to make sure that you're like
Read
you
the
know-
book, read out, live, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
Okay.
it's all about like
Okay.
the longevity. And I think the one thing that was kind of cool that he recommended doing a DEXA scan to
Yes.
actually see what the visceral fat is,
Yeah.
which is
Yep.
even worse than actually kind of looking overweight. It's like the fat that's around your organs.
Or in the organs.
yeah, and then like your bone density and stuff like that. So like that was. Have you ever tried that yet?
Well, I've
What's your bone density, Levi?
Tell us right now. Oh,
Hi, David.
He's a hero. He's a true hero.
get the
Does he want a cookie? Does he want a cookie?
He would eat a cookie.
Yeah.
He's so funny. Should we just have him on? Anyway.
What was
Do
the
you know
takeaway? So
him?
was Peter's recommendation to regularly do that just so you know where you're at, or was it just like a wake up call moment? Because
I think it was also a wake up call moment,
Yeah.
which I was like, oh, my body fat's actually not when I did it before, and then my visceral fat also was not great because I was eating so poorly,
Yes.
and I was like, why am I not actually gaining weight? But it was like, oh, it's internal,
Right.
like you can't see it, which is even worse.
well, that's the deceiving part, right? Like so much of it, like it's not about optics; it's about what it feels like. And if you feel fine, like you're most likely doing all right. But if your body's like telling you, like, hey, like we're pretty. This is month 6 where we're feeling groggy and tired and energy's down. Then you could go, okay, well, what do I go through to? And my first response was, okay, we need to go exercise. And what that looked like was to go do things with all out intensity all
Right.
the time. And then I crashed even harder and got sick all the time because I'm like, I got to go run. So I'd run fast.
Yeah.
And I'd want to run faster than last time. And that's like, Peter talked about this concept of like, just get your heart elevated. That's all you
Zone
got to
2.
do. Yeah, just
Yeah.
walk quickly.
Yeah, that
And
like
I've come-
120 to 130 beats per minute like zone, right?
And I've been in this like no pain, no gain, like not literally, but I've been thinking I need to feel like I'm exercising. And that means I've gone months without doing anything. And which one's worse?
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
You know?
It's like just do something small.
The best exercise is the one that you can repeat again tomorrow and then the day after. And so, man,
We say as we're sitting here feasting on
I know.
I know.
We're like, well, it's got
tomorrow
thousands
morning,
of them.
sunrise, brisk
Oh,
walk up
man.
the hill.
Well,
But
that's
yeah.
like the thing too. Is like ever since I broke my ankle, people are like, "Why are you walking?" I'm like, "What am I supposed to do?
you
Crawl?
have to.
Yeah.
Like, you shouldn't be walking." I'm like, "I like to walk, but yeah, it's not great." So that's also been kind of sucky because like the recovery is going to be so long, and I'm like, "Do I just get my upper body just jacked? I'm just
You
sitting on the
could.
couch."
You could.
I know. Gonna have to worry about that.
I think that's what I always find. It's like, okay, if I have an injury, then I have to find something else that I can do.
Sometimes
around
swimming
that.
can still be done with certain injuries, and that's an okay.
Oh.
If you're, they say if you're good at swimming, then it's a good option. If you're not good at swimming, it's not a good
What
option
about my
because
ankle trying to kick?
I don't
Yeah,
know. So I don't
probably
know.
not
Yeah,
good.
I don't know. Given a given injury, but
I've been learning how to
Just
swim
pausing
lately,
for
and
a
it's
photo.
very hard.
It's a great
It's
workout
so
though.
humbling.
But yeah, that's.
Can you
interesting.
swim laps?
I mean, I can. But like,
I've tried to learn how to swim laps, and it's so hard.
I mean, I haven't like
the
I
whole
have-
breathing thing
Th-
while
that
you're
is-
swimming
that is
thing.
that's why
I
they say
can't
it's
swim.
like they say if you're competent at swimming, swimming's a great alternative
Yes.
to jogging or something like that.
Yes.
But if you're not competent, I don't mean you're going to drown. I just mean like you're just somebody who just swims leisurely.
Yes.
It's not necessarily a good replacement for jogging because you're going to spend more time just getting your butt beat
Yeah.
by the
True.
swimming than you are actually like
That's
you know.
true.
I got a snorkel for swimming lanes
Yeah.
in the pool.
That's amazing.
That's
That breathing
great.
regulation
I'm
is tricky
that
with
person.
swimming.
I
I
come
like
with my
that.
snorkel, so I don't have to do the breathing's very hard.
It's hard.
And a nose plug. I got because
Yeah.
I keep inhaling
do, yeah.
water.
So we should probably wrap this up
Because
before
everybody wants to take pictures too
and
in front of
before
the
we
mural.
this camera stops.
Also great. Good
and
call.
it's going to take us a while to clean up. And
okay.
dinner is
and
happening
This
soon.
mural is behind us, and I want people to have the opportunity to take an appropriate picture.
Yes.
So
This was fun. Thank you guys so
thank
much
you
for
for
joining
being here
us.
the whole
Thank
time.
you.
Thank
Yeah.
you for tasting all of the cookies. You have cookie in
Amazing.
your iPhone.
Thank you for the gifts.
I hope that your tummy is okay.
Oh, it's great.
We're-
There wants more.
Brisk
Oh,
walk
there will be
tomorrow
more.
morning.
There'll be
Oh,
more.
there's the big ones
The big
tonight.
ones. Yeah, we're bringing those out.
You better go detox. Yeah, thank you guys so much for being
Thank
here.
you.
Thank
This
you
was
for
great.
watching. Thank you, Sony, for hosting this incredible event. Crumble, we're here if you want to give us cookies or money. Maybe,
Honestly,
maybe
cookie-
not. Maybe take it away.
I'll
Maybe
take
block
some money
us.
because I've spent a lot of money on your cookies. Like,
Are you
a
in the
lot.
rewards program?
Oh yes, I just got $10 off on all these.
Oh, you
so.
spent probably 150. All right. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you next time, maybe. Bye.
Bye.